Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to today's home strength workout on COVID TV. For those who don't know me, I'm Agnieszka. I am a clinical exercise physiologist at our Calgary Copeland location. Today we are doing a whole body workout, but rather than doing just a body weight workout, we're going to actually be using resistance bands today. For those of you who are joining for the first time, you should have gone through a health questionnaire before entering this workout today. Please make sure that you didn't have any red flags on that questionnaire, that you have not previously cleared with your physician or an exercise physiologist to make sure that you're safe for exercise. Going into today's workout, if you have joint issues, injuries, make sure you're respecting those things today and working around them. So what that means is take modifications where you need, ease off where you need, and do not work through any sharp pain. Pain is an indicator from your body that something's off. Maybe you need to adjust your form. Maybe you just need to ease off that exercise. Working through muscle fatigue or muscle burn is a-okay. That's a normal response to exercise. But having actual pain in your joint or pain anywhere else is not what we're going for today. So please respect that and respect your bodies. Working with bands today. This is a plain old TheraBand. Many of us may have one of these at home. We can do the entire workout today with just this one band. I've got a couple others to show you here. Also have this tubing band with handles on it. Many people have these at home. You can do the workout with this as well. And then we have these mini bands. So these are these bands that are already a loop. These will be a great option for a couple of the exercises if you have them. If you don't, that's no problem. All I did here was I took my regular TheraBand and I tied it off into a loop and made myself a loop band as well. So we'll be playing around with all those variations of bands, but as long as you've got at least that one band, you can do the whole workout. And that includes the tubing because you can tie it off as well. It's just not as comfortable as the TheraBand. Why don't we get right into the warm-up here together? I'll talk you through a couple more points. So we're just going to start off marching on the spot here, and you're going to join me. You can also be seated in your chair and marching from the chair as well, or you can be jogging on the spot. If you have a piece of cardio equipment at home, like I got my spin bike right here, you've got a treadmill, bike, elliptical, whatever that might be, hop on it now. It's a great way to warm up as well, if you'd rather do that than the marching here with me. I'm going to be using this bike today, actually just as an anchor for my bands. So I'm going to be hooking my bands up for a couple of the exercises. So what you want to do at home is just take a little peruse around your space and see if you have anything that's a stable object, such as a stair railing, a kitchen table leg, anything that's not going to move on you if you hook a band to it and then have to use it. If you don't, that's okay. There's two exercises where we'll use that today, but I will give a modification for both, just in case someone doesn't have something right by them. You really don't want this object moving on you. Good. Should be slowly starting to feel heart rate rising just a little bit here. Our warm-up's really important. It gets our heart rate up, gets our blood flowing. Our blood flow increases, both speed and volume, to our working muscles. Our vessels dilate to allow that to happen. So the warm-up really starts to prep all those physiological pieces that are happening to get you ready for your workout. The other part of your warm-up, it's really a mental preparation. It definitely is for me every time. Just really starting to get yourself into that space, getting ready to maybe push yourself a little bit at points. Okay, some of you might be jogging. I'm gonna jump into a jog here just for a moment, just to get my heart rate up. From here, we're going to go right into our mobility warm-up. What that means is we're warming up our joints. We're going to be taking them through a range of motion. Our focus is going to be our hips, our shoulders, and our spine today. The joints are meant to be able to move through a certain range. We want to prep them to do that because we're going to need them to go into those ranges or parts of for some of our movements. So my heart rate's starting to come up a little bit. Hopefully yours is too. Hopefully starting to feel a little bit warm. Having a kitchen chair around is always great. It's great for some of the modifications and as well for a nice balance support if you need it. We're going to hop right into leg swings today. So you're going to use something for balance, whether it's a wall, whether it's your chair, doesn't matter. Stabilize on one leg. Nice tall posture for me. You're just going to swing that one leg back and forth, opening that hip up to as far as it can go. This is as far as my range is, and that's okay. That's all I'm going to go to. No pain in this movement. You don't need to swing as fast as me. You can go a little slower. But we're just starting to get that hip ready to go. We are specifically going to be starting off with a hip movement today in our first circuit. So I really want to prep these guys for us. Good, and when you're ready, switch legs with me. So stabilizing one leg, tall posture. Again, swinging with that leg, opening up to where that hip can go. Not further, just to where that hip goes. And breathing throughout this warm-up. Now's a good time to put on your favorite piece of music. I've got some going in the background here, but you may prefer something else. Perfect. We're going to grab one of our bands. I'm going to grab just this regular TheraBand. You can use without a band as well. We're going to get right into our shoulders. So we're going to hold a tiny little bit of tension on the band, very little. And we're going to start to, we're going to take a position, knees are slightly bent, core is a little bit engaged, and you're going to start to move that band around your body here all the way behind. So doing this, go to your range of motion. So many people may only have range in their shoulders to go to here. That's okay, that's all you're going to go to, and you're going to come back down. Here, come back down. If you have the range that I have, and you're able to go all the way back, fantastic. Meet me here. And we're just going to go back and forth, starting to warm up those shoulders. Might even feel a little bit of burn in them, that's normal. Perfect. Now we're going to start going around our body like we're going around the world. So your body's the axis. One arm comes up and over, the other one comes over and behind. Same thing if you're working with a limited range. Say it's to here, go to here and come back, and repeat that. If you have the full range, fantastic. Meet me here. And then switching directions. Perfect. So should be feeling those shoulders now. We're gonna start with, we're gonna warm up our spine now. Some of you may prefer to do the seated thoracic rotation, and then I'm gonna get down on the ground and do a cat-cow and walk you through that. But if you're doing the seated, take a sit in your chair, tall posture, a little bit of engagement here in the center, arm across on each shoulder, and you're just going to rotate your spine, your upper and your mid-back, to the range that it has, to one side, back to center, back to the other side. Now, I'm not gonna make this look fancier than it is. So this is my range. If I start using my lower back or my hips to turn, I can go a fair bit further, but I'm really focused on that mid and upper spine, okay? So if you're doing that in a chair, you're gonna do 10 per side for me. If you're joining me, I'm just gonna grab some water. We're gonna go down on the ground and do a cat-cow. That means we're gonna end up in a tabletop position. Hands are under shoulders, knees are right under hips, shoulders are away from ears, back is flat, core is engaged. From here, you're gonna take a big breath in And as you do so, you're going to round your back, arching up towards the sky. And keeping your shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, breathe out, look up, extend your spine. Do not extend to the point of any discomfort in your low back, especially if you're someone with lower back discomforts. You may just be going back to a flat position. Breathe in, arching up with me here. Exhale, look up, extend the spine. We're going to do 3 or 4 more times. Breathe in. Really wanting to work with your breath here. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. Two more times here. And one more. Perfect. And here we're going to come on up. We're going to get right into some activation. So 2 activation exercises. We're going to do one firing up our legs and our glutes, and then one to kind of fire up some of those muscles around our shoulders. So this first one, we're just going to get into a quarter squat or a little bit lower. So you're going to take hip distance apart with your feet, shoulders back, tall spine, tight tummy. And then you're just going to sit into it about a quarter way down. If you want a little bit more burn here, you can go a little further into it, okay? From that position, knees are going to stay lined up with toes. We're going to take small steps, walking in this squatted position, side to side. You can use a longer hallway if you want. I'm going to go back and forth just across where the screen is. Perfect. So hopefully what you feel here is a little bit of a turn on through that booty and through those legs. I feel it right away. If you have a hard time turning on your glutes, think about pushing your knees out just a tiny bit, as if you had something to push out against. That'll really help to turn them on. You can also put a band above your knees. But we're just activating, we're turning things on because we're going to be using them right away here. Perfect. I'm going to get just a little deeper into it as I get warm here. Straight spine, tight tummy, and just a few more here. Should be feeling a nice little bit of burn here. Should kind of feel like you want me to stop. Again, throughout this entire workout, it's going to take breaks where you need. We're actually going to be doing the whole workout together today, rather than working in those time blocks we've done in previous workouts if you've joined me before. But the exercises aren't fast-paced, and we're going to have a 30-second recovery between every set we do together, but you can always take more if you need it. All right, so our last piece of activation here, if you have your fair band or your tube band, you can tie it off so that you can put it around your forearms, just like so. That'd be great. We're going to do what's called a wall walk, really activating some of our rotator cuff muscles, some of our posterior muscles. So what you want to do is you want to have your shoulders down and back, tummy engaged. I'm going to end up using the wall, but I'll show you what it looks like from both positions because I'm going to turn my back to you. On the wall, you're going to take your arms, place them right on the wall, elbows in line with wrists, shoulders down, slowly crawl your arms up, just a couple paces, and back down. Maintaining tension on your band and maintaining your alignment, elbows and hands. So it looks like this, but I'm using the wall to walk up on. My elbows are bent, my forearms are against the wall. We're going for 5 more here. So join me now. It should burn in those shoulders. Doesn't feel great for me. But we're just turning everything on so it can work for us today. Ooh, one more full up and down. Nice burn in those shoulders. Ooh, and relaxing. Okay, I felt that. So from here, We should be feeling really good and ready to go. We're gonna get right into our first circuit. There's 2 exercises. I'm gonna demo them quickly first, and then we're actually gonna do them all together. We're gonna do 3 sets. You're gonna do your best to keep pace with me. But again, if you need a little bit longer break or a little extra break than what I'm giving, take it and just jump back in where you can. As far as going faster, try not to go too much faster because I really want control and form in these movements. I don't want you just going through them for the sake of going through the motion. Our first exercise we're going to demo is a hip hinge. Okay, so we're using our hips right away here. We're going to take your TheraBand or your tube band, doesn't matter which. What you'll end up doing is you'll end up standing on it with both feet. You're going to plant your feet just hip distance apart or slightly less. You're going to stand up tall, roll those shoulders back, engage that core. What that means, belly button to your spine, and through your pelvis here, you feel almost like you're elevating up, okay? You really want that nice tight center. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be hinging from my hips, not from my knees, not from my back, but from my hips. So what that looks like is I push my hips back as if they're going to the wall behind me. Then you can see my back stays straight. I come down to a point where I feel a nice pull here in my hamstrings, all the way up into my glutes, but my back can stay straight. That point may be less for you. That point may be a little bit deeper for you. That's okay. And then I'm going to use my hips to drive up. When I get to the top, I'm going out of my way to squeeze my glutes here to stop myself from hyperextending. So a strong finish and a hip hinge. It's movement is led by my hips. My core stays tight. I drive up with my hips, squeeze my glutes at the top. This is really important. You want to keep the pressure out of your spine. Okay, so it's a hip movement. If I want more tension, I'm going to wrap my band, hinge, get a pull, straight back, hips, glutes at the top, squeeze, core stays tight. That's exercise 1. We're doing 12 reps. Then we're going to go into a row. So this is where you're going to use your stable object if you have it. If you don't have a stable object, I'm going to show you an alternative. You're going to wrap around. From here, shoulders back, nice and tall, tight tummy. Option A here. Do it from this position. My knees are only slightly bent. I'm going to roll my elbows along my body. Squeeze just above my bra line, right between those shoulder blades. And then I'm going to control that band back. I'm not making the movement longer than it needs to be. See, there's a little delay in my video. Okay, I think it's caught up now. You might have had a little delay there. Here's your row. Option, squat into it. So, sit into it, tall spine, maintain that while you row, okay? That's gonna keep your legs turned on. Keep your back straight, keep your core engaged. Option, if you don't have an object like this, step on your band, bend over a little bit with your hips, row from here. Or you can also do it seated. If this is easier for you from your chair, that's no problem. Have a seat, put your band around underneath your feet, bend yourself over and row from here. I'm bent over, my back is straight. I'm rowing, I'm holding that bag down with my feet. So any option that you pick is totally fine. We're doing 12 reps. For the hip hinge, if you have any lower back discomfort or some struggles with it, you may just make your motion a little bit smaller, or you may get rid of the band completely and just work on your hinging motion. Focus on that rather than having the tension, okay? All right, hopefully everyone's ready to go. We're gonna get right into it. So you're following with me today. We're doing 3 sets here. We're gonna take 30 seconds recovery between sets. All right, so everyone find your band. Get your position here. Tall shoulders, tall spine, tight tummy, and we're going. Toes are pointed forward, hips are going back. I get that tension, drive up with my hips and squeeze. That's one. If you're fortunate enough to have a workout space where you have mirrors, this can be really helpful for form. Nothing wrong with looking in a mirror to see how your form is. You want to make sure your back stays straight and that you really are leading the movement with your hips. That's 9. Should be feeling back of your legs there. 2 more. 1 more. Awesome. Okay, get yourself set up for any version of the row you're doing. Standing, bent over, seated, in a squat. I'm going to come down into a squat with you for this first round. Stepping away, shoulders back, tummy tight. Sit into it, tall spine, and we're going. Squeezing behind the shoulder blades, not letting our ears go up to our neck, or shoulders up to our ears, sorry. Not feeling tension in our necks or upper traps. However, if you're like me, what you're feeling is your legs burning if you're holding the squat. 4 more here, stay with me. The tighter your band, the more tension you have. 1 more. Woo, and coming out of it, okay. Awesome, all right, 30-second recovery. Grab a sip of water, take a breath. Make sure that. All right, guys, 10 more seconds here. So if you're with me, let's just start setting up. We're not going yet. Get yourself into position. Get your tension, either no band or band for your hip hinge. Shoulders are back, core is engaged, glutes are engaged. And we're going here, hips back, and we're in our first rep. Straight spine, squeeze your glutes at the top, keep your toes, your knees, lined up with your toes the entire time. Don't let them fall in when you bend over. That's 5, 6. Control that movement. It's not about rushing through it. Keep that core engaged. If you lose that core, you put your lower back at higher risk. And 12. We're just doing a band or no weight, so pretty low risk right now, but if you were to develop that movement into a weighted movement, you really need to have your engagement down before you do that. All right, I'm gonna get into a row. I'm gonna go ahead and do a bent over row just to demo. If you're doing your row with your object and your band around it and getting into your squat, go ahead. Meet me now in whatever position you're doing, seated or not, and we're rowing for 12. Maybe you are someone who's taking this modification. You didn't have anything by you that was stable enough to do this way. So I've just bent over. That's 7. Feel that squeeze between your shoulder blades each time. 1 more. Great. All right, break. 30 seconds recovery here. Take it, have a sip of water. Great way to get our Monday going. Whew. Okay, so we've got about 10 seconds left in this recovery, so let's just start setting ourselves up for our last hip hinge. This is step 3, so our last round. Take the tension you want, shoulders back, spine tall, core engaged, and we're going. Hinging at the hips, spine stays straight, squeezing the glutes at the top. Perfect. Always think pushing your booty to the wall behind you to help you with that hip hinge. My feet stay planted in the ground. My knees stay lined up with my toes. 5 more here. Should be feeling a pull in the back of your legs when you get down there. One more. Beautiful. We're getting into our row here. Grab your band. Get set up. A little bit of tension. Shoulders back, tight tummy. Maybe you're just staying here and rowing from a stand. Maybe you're meeting me in a squat. Wherever it is, meet me now. Let's go. Nice squeeze between those shoulder blades. Perfect. You need to readjust through any movement throughout this workout. You feel your form is gone. Pause and readjust. Legs should be burning if you're in the squat with me. 2 more. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to have a little longer recovery because I'm going to demo the next circuit for you. So enjoy it. I'm going to have a sip of water. Okay, just like that, circuit 1 is done. Our next circuit, we've got 3 exercises. We're going to start off with a lunge variation. This is known as a curtsy lunge, so it's exactly as it sounds. It's like you are doing a little curtsy. Okay, so what this is you're going to be bringing one leg just behind on a bit of an angle. Take a long enough stance that is comfortable for you to drop down with the back leg. Drive up with both legs from the glutes and the quads. Come back in, alternating. Down and up. You should not have pain in your knees here. If this is too much for you, or you need balance support, use a wall, use your chair, whatever you need for balance, as well shorten the movement if you need to. So, step back, partial. I'm still getting great muscle activation, but I'm not going as far down, which is less pressure on my knees. Advancement option here, if you would like it, is you take your TheraBand or your tube band, you're gonna put your arms out in front of you, palms down to the ground, shoulders set back. While you lunge, you open up that band towards your chest, doing a pull apart motion at the same time. Working your shoulders, some of your posterior muscles while you do that movement, okay? Those are your options. One easier, one harder, one just right in the middle. Second exercise, shoulder press. I'm gonna grab my tube. You can do this with your TheraBand. Stand on your band, either with 1 foot, depending on the length and how much tension you want, or 2 feet, whichever. Bring that band up to your shoulders. Shoulders down, tummy tight. From here, you're pressing up overhead, back down. Overhead, back down. Keep a tall spine. Don't let yourself arch your back while you do this. So an arch back would look like this. I don't want that. A nice, strong, stable position. I'm in control. 2 feet or made a shorter band. Option here for challenge. Come into this position, squat, press up on your way up. Squat, press up on your way up. If you want that challenge, fantastic. Modification, do the seated. You'll still step on your band, 1 foot or 2. You're gonna bring it up to your ears or to your shoulders, press up and down. If you have any shoulder pain and that kind of a movement isn't appropriate for you, you may want to just step on your band, switch this whole movement to just a front raise, just to shoulder height. That's an option as well. Both are good. Last but not least, palate press. So this is a core exercise, primarily working obliques, triceps, abdominis. We're wrapping it around our stable object. Take both handles or both ends of your TheraBand, bring them to center, right in line with your belly button, the center line of your body. Take a strong stance, shoulders back, tummy tight, knees are slightly bent. I'm at belly button height. From here, I'm gonna punch out and back in, but the punch out is actually coming from my core, not from my arms up on my chest. I'm resisting that band that wants to pull me in. So you can see I'm staying fully centered. At no point is that band winning and taking me that way. That's your core working. Option here, adding a small rotation, opposite direction, back to center, back in. We're doing 10 per side. I'll end up turning my backs on you for this one. If you don't have somewhere to hook a band, your option here is a side plank. Come down onto the ground, elbow under shoulders. You're either doing this from your knees or from your feet, whichever you'd like. Raise your hips off the ground, arm up, hold that position for as long as it takes us to do our 10 reps on one side, then you'll switch sides. Okay, those are our 3 exercises. I'm gonna grab a sip of water and then we're going right away. We've got 3 sets. We're starting with our curtsy lunges. These are the ones that are gonna make you talk a little bit. Make those muscles talk a little anyhow. We're doing 8 per leg. I'm gonna go ahead and do the first set with the band. You don't have to do this. Join me now, we're starting. Curtsy, driving up with those strong legs. Keep a tight core here for your balance, for your support. That's 11, 12, 4 more, or 2 per leg. Again, don't work through any joint pain here. Take a modification. Whew, that's it. Shaking it off. We're getting right into a shoulder press. Either you're seated or you're standing. And if you're feeling really wild, you're adding in a squat. 1 foot or both feet on your band. By your shoulders. Shoulders back and relaxed. Tight tummy, pressing overhead. Or doing a front raise. That's 4. We're going for 12 here. So settle in. Shoulders will start to burn. Mine are. 2 more. Whew, and that's 12. All right, we're going right for our pelvic press or side plank on the ground. Of course, the further you step away here, the more tension you have. Get a little tension, both hands on the handles or both ends of the TheraBand. Shoulders back, spine tall, tight to center, a little bend in your knees, punching forward, back in. Do not let that band take you anywhere. You are in control. That's gonna make you feel your core. Belly button height, not chest height for your hands. If you wanna add that rotation, go ahead. That's really gonna make those obliques talk. If you're in a side plank right now, you're holding till we switch sides. 1 more rep. Beautiful, we're turning around. I'm gonna turn my back to you. Same position, tall spine, tight tummy, punching from the center. That's 2. Add your rotation if you're adding it in. Should be feeling those core muscles working here. If you're not, take a little more tension. 1 more. All right. Great, 30-second break here, guys. Have a sip of water, have a moment, because we gotta go back into those curtsy lunges. 15 more seconds. Should be feeling those muscles even against the tension of a band. Should find out very quickly here we don't need weights to do some good resistance work. 3, 2, 1, and we're curtsying. I'm getting rid of the band this time. We got 8 per leg here. Strong leg muscles, take core. Use a balance support if you need it. That's okay. Don't go down as far as me. If you can't, that's okay too. Two more per leg here. Stay strong. It should be burning a little. One more. Beautiful. Whew. Take a breath. Get set up for your shoulder press. I'm losing things. Maybe you're doing this seated, and that's okay too. If you are, you're sitting. Band is still under your feet, still by your shoulders, and still pressing up. Maybe you're doing a front raise. Meet me now, with whichever setup you're doing. We're going right away here, and let's do it. We've got 12 reps. If you're with me, you're adding in a squat. A little extra fun here for Monday. Notice my shoulders stay down, even though I'm pressing overhead. Core stays tight. 4 more here. Whew, 2 more. Last one. Whew. Relaxing those shoulders. Felt that. All right, getting ready for a Pallas press. Maybe you're doing a side plank. If you're doing a side plank from your knees or from your toes. Both handles of your TheraBand or tube band. Meet yourself. Hands in the middle, center line body. Bar your butt button. Knees a little bit bent. Spine is tall, core is engaged. Punch forward. Add a rotation if you want. We got 10 per side here. Side plankers, you're holding till we switch. I'm gonna have a little fun, add the rotation in on this round. Why not? Two more here on this side. All right, we're switching sides. Again, I'm turning my back to you. Find your center. Hold position, switch side if you're on a side plank. And we're going. Core stays tight. Back does not hurt here. So you got that strong core force to support it. One more here. All right, take a breather. Have your 30 seconds here. We got one more set to go. Have a sip of water if you need a little more than 30 seconds. Take it, jump in once you can. This is our hardest circuit. Our last circuit after this is all on the ground. It's a little bit easier heart rate wise. 5 seconds here. And we're going right into it. Curtsy lunge, 8 per leg. Keep your hands wherever's comfortable. Maybe you've got the band, you're opening up to your chest. Maybe you're doing a partial lunge with a little bit of balance support. We're halfway. Whew. Feeling those legs. Two more, 1 per leg. Last one here. Whew. All right. Take a breath. Find your setup for your shoulder press, wherever that might be. Last set here, 12 reps. Take your position. Shoulders down and back, tight tummy. Knees are slightly bent. Now let's go for it. Halfway. Two more. Stay strong, tight tummy. Don't lose form here. Quality over quantity. Whew. All right. Shoulders are talking. All right, last pelvic press here. Get your band ready. Get into your side plank if that's what you're doing. We're going for it. Grab your handles, find your center, shoulders back, tummy tight, knees are slightly bent. We're punching forward. Getting the rotation, great. As we get into our third set here, it's a little harder. Don't let that band start to win, okay? Stay engaged. Take less tension if you have to, but maintain good form. I think we're at 6. Here's hoping I can count. Let's do 2 more on this side. 1 more, and switching. If you're in a side plank, you're switching sides. Back to your center, get that position, and we're going. One more. Whew. All right. Awesome. Take a good recovery here. I'm going to start demoing our next exercises. Next round, I'll use the bicep covers on the ground, but we have a little modification option to do the seated. So for a seated position, for a new chest press, you're going to bring that band behind you. You want more tension all the way behind your chair. You're going to grab both ends of the handles, get a good grip, bring them right by your chest. From here, you're going to punch forward while you maintain a tall spine, feet planted on the ground. If you want more tension, shorten your band. You can also put the band just behind your body and do the exact same thing. Notice I'm always at chest level with my hands. They don't end up here or here, okay? That's really important to using the right muscles. We've got 12 there, whatever way you choose to do it. If you're doing it on the ground with me, same thing. We're laying down. Band is behind us. Make it as short as you want the tension to be. I'm just going to shorten it before I go here. Hands are at chest, pressing up and back down. Nice and controlled. Take enough tension so you feel this a little bit, okay? From here, while we're down here, we're going to do 12 reps of that. We're going right into glute bridge. Options here. Tummy tight. Push your back into the ground. You should feel contact with the ground. You should feel engaged through the center. Knees are lined up with toes. I'm going to bridge up here, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my core, and back down, nice and controlled. Option to add in your band. Bring your band around your hips. Hold it as tight as you want with your hands on the ground, and bridge against the band. So you've got a little more tension on those glutes, okay? Then we're going to go into what's called a scapular clock. So we're working a lot of our stabilizers, a lot of our rotator cuff muscles here. So we're going to take that band and tie it off into a loop, or just hold one end with one hand while we do it. What it's going to look like is we're going to be in a tabletop position on the ground. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, shoulders down away from ears, tummy tight, flat back. You're gonna bring one hand reaching for the numbers on a clock. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The further out you go on each number, the more tension you maintain on the band, the harder it is on those shoulders. We're gonna do 3 per side. So 3 half clocks per side. If you wanna do this seated in your chair instead, take your arms out in front of you, straight ahead. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to make your shoulders burn. Okay? All right, so we're getting right into our chest press here. We've got 3 sets, 3 exercises in the circuit, 30-second recovery between sets, and then we stretch, and then we're done for Monday's workout. All right, so meet me now, get your position. Good, shoulders are set down away from ears, tummy is tight. Either you're seated or you're on the ground with me, pressing up. If you really want a challenge here, you can go ahead and switch to a push-up if the bands aren't giving you enough tension. I'm going to go ahead and stay with the chest press here. 3 more. We're going right into our glute bridge. If you're using a band, it's around your hips. Feet are planted on the ground, core is engaged, back is in contact with the ground. Squeeze up, squeeze those glutes, back down. Up, squeeze, back down. We have 3 more reps here. You should be getting a little bit of a nice pocket in those glutes now and those legs. No pain in your back. Whew, perfect. And we're coming right up into our scapular clock. Tabletop position. Band around your forearms, or you're holding one end of the band while you're making that clock motion. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, shoulders back, tight tummy, and we're going 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and back. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more time. 12, 1, 2, keep your position. 3, if you lose it like I did, find it again, and 6. Perfect. We're switching hands here. Sorry. Shoulders down, and 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and once more. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. One more here. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. And take your breather. Okay. We got 30 seconds recovery here. Take it. So this circuit, you shouldn't be feeling a whole lot of heart rate increase, but you should be feeling you're working muscles in those exercises. On the scapular clock, your shoulders should have been talking to you there. All right, 10 more seconds here. So start finding your position for your press. Now I'm going to give the tubing a try. Take it as short as you want it. Shoulders set, tight tummy, and we're pressing. Hands stay at chest level, not at shoulder level or chin. My shoulders stay down and away from my ears. My focus is using my pecs. Core is engaged. Four more here. 2 more. Should still be feeling this. And we're switching to our glute bridge. All right, so either you're without the band or with the band. If you're with the band, it's around your hips. Hold it as tight as you want it. Feet planted. Core engaged. Back contact with the ground. Glutes engaged. Squeeze up and down. Tight tummy, tight glutes. No pain in your back. Keep your neck relaxed and breathe. We've got this. We're halfway there on this. One more. Whew. All right. Coming up onto all fours, or maybe you're doing this one seated with your arms straight out in front of you. Tabletop position. Band around your forearms, shoulders head down, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. All right, nice tight tummy. And we're going 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switching arms. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, this should burn. 12, 11, 10, go up further if you want more tension with that hand. 6, one more time. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and relax. Whew, all right, it's fun. Okay, we got one more set here, 30-second recovery. Then we're going for it. Then we're cooling down with a couple stretches and we're done for today. All right, let's find our position here for our chest press. All right, tummy tight. Here we go, pressing up. Hands at chest level. One more. Good, switching right into our glute bridge. Keep up with me here, shoulders down, tight tummy, back into the ground. Glutes engaged, band around your hips if you're using it, squeezing up. Three more. Should be feeling those glutes here. Should feel it core engaged. One more. Whew, last scapular clock. We're coming into it. Tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tummy tight, flat back, and here we go. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting your position, switching hands. Here we go. 12. 9, 8, 7, 6. Again. 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Should be burning here. One last time. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and that's it. Done. All right, we did it. We got through our workout. We're going to get right into a couple stretches if you want to join me. Really important to cool down. There's also some great mobility sessions done previous weeks, and there will be more this week. You can hop on one of those if you want a really nice full stretch routine. We're just going to do a quick stretch here, just because I've kept you a while. We're going to get right into a hip flexor stretch. You may want to fold up your mat or put a pillow under your knees here. Bring one foot forward into lunge position, tall spine, tight tummy. Hip is nice and extended. You're going to drive it forward till you get a pull in the front of the leg. You're going to meet me. You're going to hold me here. Hold here. Breathe. A stretch should feel like a stretch, not a strain, and not highly painful. Hip flexors get a little tight, so it can feel like a decent stretch. Again, put a pillow under your knees if this is uncomfortable for you. We're holding 30 seconds. And switching sides with me here. Tall position, drive that hip forward till you get that stretch in the back leg there in the front. No pain, no strain. It's a nice stretch, breathe through it. One leg feels different than the other, that's normal. Few more seconds. Good, we're gonna go right into a child's pose here. You need a cushion behind your hips here, between your heels and your hips to make it a little bit nicer. Go ahead. You're sitting your hips back towards your heels as far as they will go. Reach your arms forward, take a breath, breathe through this. Extending those arms, enjoying it, you worked hard. Good, slowly coming out of it. Arms out in front, open up to get a nice pull in your chest. Hold it here. Breathe through. Thanks for joining me today. I hope to see you guys again next Monday. Thursday will be another strength workout with another kinesiologist. Wednesday is a mobility session, so check all those out. There's going to be an extra mobility session this week. I just can't remember which day, but just go log on Krypton TV to check out all the daily content. Good, relaxing, shaking it out. Nice work, guys.